Good morning and welcome back to Sassy Granny Vlogs. If you're new here, my name is Shay. Well, it's my nickname. Sherry is my name, but I like to go by Shay. Okay. I'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe to my channel, watch all my videos, thumbs them up, and leave me comments. I love to get your comments. I love to read them. I read them all, and I answer you back. Sometimes it may take me a little bit before I can get to them, but I eventually get to them and answer you back. Don't forget to ring that bell so you don't miss out on any of the fun videos I put out. Okay, this is Monday morning, a little bit after 10 o'clock. I woke up kind of early today. I've done had my breakfast, done read my Bible, all that. And now I'm making my vlog, starting a new vlog here. Yay! But I'm thinking this vlog is going to be one day vlog. Kind of a, started to say a one take, and then it started to say a one setting, but it's not really, because it's going to be different little clips that I do have to put together, but it's not going to be spread out through the day like it normally is. It's going to be all right now. Because I have a story to tell y'all. About yesterday. Alright. So as y'all know, yesterday, Sunday, in the last vlog, I told y'all my Gracie girl was coming home with Papa after Sunday school. So, they had went to a Mexican restaurant and ate lunch after Sunday school. They got me something and brought it home to me. So they get here. Alright. While I sit and eat my lunch, she changes into her play clothes and she plays around a little bit. Then, when I got through eating, that blue cowl scarf that I had crocheted in the stitch that I had got from that book I read, I give her that. So she tried it on, she liked it, she put it in her backpack. Then, Pawpaw was watching the ball game for a little bit at first. Then he went in the bedroom and laid down and took a nap. Me and her went in the craft room, and we did a craft, okay? But pause for a minute on the craft. After we did our craft, we did something else. And that took, like, most of the day, kind of, because it was something that took a little while to do. But we enjoyed doing it, and we loved the results of it. Then after we did that, next was Pawpaw had gotten up from his nap, and he always promises when Gracie girl comes over here to take her to the ice cream shop right down the road and get ice cream. So him and her went to the ice cream shop. They got them some ice cream. They brought me some ice cream. They come home. We all sitting here eating our ice cream. Then, Gracie girl says, "Granny, let's go craft. I haven't crafted in the new spot yet." So, she wanted to give it a try. Just hang on. You're going to find out. So, we went in there, and I pulled out one of my little kits. It was a little album, like a scrapbook album. I gave it to her. I opened it. I explained to her everything she's supposed to do, and then she done it all. Okay. Y'all are going to get to see that. Hang tight. After we got through doing that craft, I got a deck of my cards, a real deck of cards out. And we come in here, and I sit here in my chair. And on this tray table, we played card games. I showed her how to play some solitary games. And then we played Go Fish. And then I taught her a new game called Battleship. For the ones of you that don't know Battleship, it's where you lay 2 cards down and face down and then one up on top. And both of you do it at the same time. So at the beginning, you divide all the cards out between the 2 of you. And then you lay 2 cards down, one up on top. And the one up on top, whoever's number is the highest, gets all those cards. So you get all your cards to the side. You keep going and doing that. When one person uses all their cards in their hand, they pick up all their other cards that they had gotten on the side, straighten them, and you keep going. And you have to just do that over and over and over and keep going until the whole game is through. And it could last forever, because it's just going back and forth. It might take a long time for one person to get rid of all the cards and the other person have all the cards. So, but you do that, and when that happens, the person that has all the cards won that whole entire game. And the one that don't have any cards left loses it. Now, y'all may know about that game. Some people may not. That's why I explained. I taught her how to play that game. Y'all, my youngin', and we don't know where she got it from. Okay, I was sitting here. I had moved the tray. We moved my stool out of the way that I put my feet on. I'd put the tray right here in front of me, and she was sitting on the stool on the other side of the tray. Pawpaw was sitting here. Now, at first, he had kind of been laying back, and we were playing. I'd taught her the game, and we was playing it for a little bit, and then he sets up on the side of the table. Now, the way the tray was, I was sitting here. I wasn't leaning back. I was sitting up, but still, well, y'all can't see it like that. Let me turn it. So, the tray, this was, that's the side of it, was in front of me, okay? So, this is the side over here where she was sitting on the stool. All right. So the end of the tray blocked her lap. I couldn't see her lap. And she was holding her cards down low in her lap. And I couldn't see. And Albert was sitting there. And when he noticed what she was doing, he got this little grin on his face. But he didn't say nothing, and I didn't catch on at first. And then in a little bit, he got tickled and just started laughing. Y'all, my youngin' is a card shark. And we don't know where she got it from, because he got on the phone. And he called her mama. And he said, when did my granddaughter become a card shark? Oh, my word. This video may even go way over. Y'all know how I am. I can't keep it short. But she wears the little long, I don't know if they call them the biker shorts under her dresses. And some of her play dresses is kind of short, and that's why, that her mama puts shorts under her. Because sometimes when she's playing, her little dress will flop up, or when she's sitting, it just comes up, and you can see the bottom, and she had white shorts on. Albert said that she was sitting there, and she was looking through all of her cards, which you're not supposed to. You're just supposed to hold them down, and lay your cards down, the two face down, the one up on top. And she would kind of wait and look up at my cards, and she would want me to lay my top card facing up down first so she could see it. Well, I kind of figured, that she was picking her highest card and laying it down. Well, I'm Granny. That didn't bother me. This is my grandbaby. I love her. I was just playing cards with her, teaching her a new game, having fun with her. But when Albert told me exactly what and how she was doing it, that's what's so funny. She was sitting there. Her dress was up. He seen her little white shorts. She was taking her high cards. He said she had took a 10, and she slipped it under her shorts where it was sticking out a little bit. The shorts was holding them. And she could see the 10. And he said she would look up at my card and glance back down at her 10. And when I had a low number, she'd grab the 10 and lay it up Oh, my Lord, my youngin'. And I shouldn't be laughing. And we told her that she's not supposed to that's gambling and cheating, Yeah, her hubby called her a little gambler. And we told her she ain't supposed to do that. You know, Jesus don't want us to cheat and stuff like that. But it was just so cute. But when hubby started giggling and laughing and couldn't stop, I knew. And he had to tell me what she did. And her slipping it under her shorts. Oh, my God, that youngin'. That was so funny. She's a mess. Whew. I love her to death. Okay. So, well, while we were playing cards is when her dad came in, and he brought Lena with him. And brought her in. And boy, Lena went to the toys and wanted to play and have fun and got the balls. And we was playing ball back and forth together with her and everything. So for just a few minutes, we had fun with that. But before we got through with the cards, we finished that game. Actually, we didn't finish it because it was such a long, you know, like I said, it might not never end. Excuse me, we just quit. Excuse me, but we was at a point where she had more cards than I did. I'm a burping, sorry. And I told her, I said, we'll just say you won because you have more cards. And she was happy with that, of course. But I had to show her the game, 52 Pickup. Now, for the ones that don't know that game, and everybody should know that game. All right, a deck of cards has 52 cards, right? Okay. So, the game, 52 game, you tell somebody and say, hey, let me teach you a new game. Let's play 52 Pickup. So, you get up and you have all the cards in your hand, straight and neat. But you put a finger under them, and your thumb and middle finger on each end of it. And so you stand up in the middle of a room where everything's all clear, and then you go, and you let all the cards just scatter all out and fall to the floor. And then you tell them, now pick up 52 cards. It's just like a joke game. And I'm sure everybody knows that, and y'all all probably knew that, but just in case somebody didn't, I wanted to explain. And so I did that, you know. She didn't quite get it and understand, so her daddy had to explain it to her. And I did too. Is that a red mark on my nose? So, but then she got it and understood. So, but we played with Lena, and then they left. So we had a fun, busy day. Now, 12 minutes in, let me back up and tell y'all what we did between the two crafting sessions. All right. I had this already in my mind. I had been thinking about this for days. What made me think of it? Y'all know my heart tables, and I had them in front of that shelf, that white shelf over there. It was blocking me from being able to get to the bottom shelves to get things I needed from there. I would have to pull I had all those little containers sitting there with different journal things in it. I had to pull all them out, and then I had to pull a table out or push it back and kind of get over there and bend over, and it was still hard to get anything off that shelf. I wanted that clear so that would be easier for me to get to. It looked cluttered. I wanted those containers and little baskets up off the floor. I wanted more room there, you know, and it to look neater. So I knew I needed like more shelf space to put things in. So her little corner on this side of the craft table that had the stacked up coffee tables, and she had some toys and books and things in there, I was hoping she would let me use those and move all of her toys back in here. So I had asked her, but let me back up. Before she got here, like I said, I'd been thinking about this for days. Before she got here, I got over there. Hang on a minute. And I straightened up her toys, you know, and pushed some things back. I made this spot. This is like a bookend, and she's got another one at the other end. I put that there and left the space empty. And I put little things in the containers. I mean, she just had everything thrown in here and piled in here. And I straightened and kneaded. And see, like this tray's got some little stuff in it. And I pushed back. That tray's got little stuff in it. Her puzzles. This tray. And that one's still kind of piled up. But she's got so much stuff. But I made room and I straightened it up nice and neat. So when she got here, I asked her. I said, can I use your coffee tables? Can we put your toys that's here in the living room in the toy shelf? And let Granny use these because I need more room to put stuff on. And I started, at first she said no. She liked the tables and her stuff there. So I was a little worried I wasn't going to be able to do it because, you know, she would have got upset and cried, and I didn't want to do that. But anyway, I started explaining to her how I wanted to switch it around and put the coffee tables on the other side, her desk where it was at, beside me, where me and her would sit side by side. I wanted to put her desk in the corner where her coffee tables was for her, and scoot the table, the long craft table, closer to her, and have her chair over there and let her have that side where we would be facing each other to craft, and she would be in front of the craft table and have her little desk right at her left side. And then I was going to put the coffee tables over there to help me have more shelves to put my containers and things on and make more room, hopefully, in front of that white shelf I had. When I started explaining all that to her, she didn't quite understand it all. She said, just. She gets frustrated like, and she said, just. She tries to stop me from talking and explaining to her. She says, let's just do it, and then I'll know what you're talking about. So I told her, I said, now, are you sure? Because at first you said no. And she said, yeah. So we got busy. And we got to change it around. We brought all of her toys out first, you know, and put it up here. So, like, these she brought in here. We brought her books in here. This stuff, she brought this and this in here. And she brought this in here. And what else? I don't know. Maybe this and this. But we brought her bag for her dolls and put them here. There was another bag of toys here, and I stuck it there. The plungers she plays with, they were never used in a toilet. I bought them brand new, sorry. I was going to make a craft with them. I tried it. It didn't work. She plays with them. I brought those in here. We brought her bed. Now, this was at Auntie's house, and she brought it and from Auntie's house, and that was in there in her corner. So we brought that in there. Her blanket was on the floor under the tables, so we put that there like that. And then her other one, cart that I give her for a doll bed, we brought in here and stuck right here. So there's that. Now, got all that out of the way. We pulled the coffee tables out here in the living room to get them out of our way. Now let me show you what we done. And don't mind my floor, I didn't sweep. Yes, I changed the room around, fixed it up nice and neat without sweeping. Anyway, so we got all that out of the way. And then the things that was hanging on the wall behind there, because that would have made the door not go back. And it still don't go all the way because of that bag I have hanging back there. But, you know, my little shelves, shelves I'd made and hung up there. Had to take those down. So we pushed that back. And this is still her stuff in the magazine rack. So we put that there to hold the door back. So her desk was over there. Turn my chair around. And I moved it. Excuse me, y'all. Sorry for the burps. Moved it out. And I put it there. And then we brought her chair around here. And of course, I helped her move this stuff around and kind of straighten it neater a little bit. Not this so much. More that. And she likes it, and I'm seeing some plastic still laying here that she cut up. Oh, my Lord, a lot of it. That was our other craft we did afterwards. And I'll tell y'all about that. No, that's the first craft we did. Not the second one. Well, now I'm going to take up more time trying to get all that up. Okay. So, but what I did, this table was more because it was in front. It was right by the window in front of that side of the windowsill. This table was. So I scooted it over more. So she has her chair and she sits this way now facing me. And she has her desk right there beside her. And then with scooting this over, it gave me more room over here. So then I brought the coffee tables in. Stacked them up in front of the window. My 2 heart tables, which was blocking my shelf. I set them up there. Everything is still set on them like they are. Now, these punches, now this is our crabs we decorated a long time ago. This one's mine, that one's hers. Our punches, I had them inside my heart table. But with these on top of it here, I never lifted them off and got them out and used them. They was out on my side. I didn't see them, so I didn't use them. And I want to be able to use them, but I have to see everything to remember to use it. So I knew I wanted to do that, so I took them out and I put them up here. But she had to do it. She said, let me do it my way. And so Granny let her do it. And she just lined them all up there. And then I can put my laptop there. Okay, the shelves, I'm going to find somewhere else to hang them eventually, so I'll have more space there. And that's the little card mailbox thing I tried to make. Then all the other containers I scooted under there. So that gets all of that out of my floor space. Now that is still under there I've got to go through and do something with. But this new tripod Rachel gave me, I had it over there in front of that shelf, which was blocking all that. So I moved it over here. And then that is so big, until I can get a frame or hang up my diamond painting, I'm going to leave it on that. So I just decided to set it right there in that nice, neat, cleared out, clean corner. Now, these is all still under there. I was hoping it would help with that. But anyway, that is what we did. So, after I ate, did I tell y'all that I gave her the scarf? Yeah, I told y'all I gave her the scarf. After we ate, I gave her the scarf. Then we came in here and crafted. So now, let me show you the first craft we did. But I like my new setup in my room. What do y'all think? Do y'all like it? Gives me more room and I love it. And I can scoot over here in the middle, see? And me and her can be face to craft. Alright. We did a shrinky-dink craft. Okay? So, for the ones that don't know, shrinky-dink is sheets of this stuff. It's rectangle like a piece of paper would be. And it's a big sheet of this stuff. And so you draw on it with permanent markers and color and make all kind of different designs. Alright, on the pack it showed a jar. And so that's what I wanted to make. I love jars. And the only thing now is this was on it. This was on it. It did have a mushroom. Of course, my mushroom looks nothing like theirs. It had a cactus, but it was a bigger, just a rounded cactus over here on this side. I did a small one right here. And then I did this flower myself. That's my flower. And then she did a rainbow. They had a rainbow on the front of the kit too, the package. Now, normally she gets me to cut her stuff out. But she cut this out all by herself. She didn't ask me at all. And look, she's 7 years old. And I think she did a pretty good job. And I punched a hole in mine because I wanted to put a string in it. She didn't want a hole punched in hers. Alright. Then, after she did her rainbow, she was going to do a heart. So she started doing her heart. She had made a rainbow real big, like I made my jar real big. And she started doing this heart, and I told her, I said I had to remind her. And she had even started cutting it out. Whoops. So see, you can now tell that that's cut, it's split, like, see there? So she was cutting it out. And I told her, I said, now remember, you draw that heart kind of small. It's going to shrink up real, real little. When I said that, she put it aside. Okay, never mind, I won't do that. But then we took them to the kitchen, and we put them on a cookie sheet on parchment paper, put them in the oven for 1, 2, 3 minutes. You know, I watched them. I can't remember now exactly how long it was. And they shrunk down. And then I come and put a string through mine, and this was our first craft we did. And I showed her this. This is a, matter of fact, it says right there, Mother's Day 17. So that was 2017. She was born in 2016. Gracie was. She's 7 years old now. And when she was a baby, me and her auntie, and I told her about this. I can't even hold the thing. I told her that we took this shrinky-dink paper and that Auntie put paint on the bottom of her foot and pressed her foot down on the sheet, and then we cut it out and we punched a hole in it. You can see the little hole right there, but it's broke. See there? I'm fixing to sneeze. And so we was making keychains, and I told her about that, and then it broke, and we don't have it on the keychain anymore. I had to tell her about that. So that was our shrinky-dink craft before. Then we got started on turning the room around. And then after we turned the room around, Pawpaw took her and we got ice cream and ate. Then that's when she said, Granny, let's go craft. I want to craft in the new spot. My new spot I hadn't crafted in yet. So she was excited about that. So, let me show you our second craft that we did. It was the kit. The little scrapbook album. And I done told y'all about how I explained to her how to do it, and she did it all. We just need something to put here. I'm thinking about putting her thing there. Or maybe even cutting her heart out and putting both of them there. So that I have something pretty in it. I could even slip her foot in there, couldn't I? Anyway, it opens like this. This just tucks. Watch me not be able to get it. It just tucks right under there. Alright, so it opens like that, and that's where you would put that. You'd have to glue that down. I don't know if I want to put them in there and glue it down. Maybe just close it. But it had sheets of paper. So this was a paper. And then it had stickers. And she put the stickers on it where she wanted it. It had little cards. I got her a glue stick, and she glued the cards on where she wanted them. And then Granny slipped them inside the sleeve for her. Now, on the back side, she had some extra cards, so we just stuck them in here so that this would have something on this side, too. So, here's another one. Now, she wrote on some of them, and she wrote, I love you, Granny. Love, Gracie. I love you. Sorry. And then her stickers that she put on it. And she had glued that card down. And then here's a card over here. And then she wanted to do the alphabets. And she started it off. But then she gave this one to Granny and said, will you finish putting those on there for me, Granny? And she worked on the other pages. So I did that for her. When I got through, she wrote her numbers on there. And then that's all she wanted to do on that one. And we put that one in there. And then we have a card in the back of that one. And then there's that one. And she put these stickers. You ran out of the stickers that came with this pack. And she got some animal stickers out of mine. All them drawers right there is stickers. And these little animal stickers, she used those. Alright, there's a card in that one. And then here's this card she glued down and got these stickers on here. And then there's a card. And then on this one right here, she wrote again, I love you, Granny. And put her little animal stickers. Glued her card down. And then there's a card there. And that's her little scrapbook album. The second craft that we did. And then that's when we went in there and started playing cards. And she started being a card shark and cheating on Granny. Then her daddy and Lena came in to get her. So we had a fun, busy day yesterday. I loved it. I enjoyed it. I love my new craft room arrangement. What do y'all think? Do y'all like it? It looks like it gives me so much more room now. I love it. Okay, guys. I know this is over. This is one vlog. I'm going to close it out here. And we'll start another vlog. So, we'll see y'all in the next vlog. Toodaloo!